I hope you enjoyed your little meet and greet. I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the job.
I've been told how much work I could create for them if I'm not careful. The basic theme was don't get caught. I mean, that's true. I have a feeling I won't be getting along with most of them. It was nice to meet more people in the company. The basic theme was don't get caught.
That doesn't surprise me. Now that you've met a few of the execs, let's get you started. We have reason to believe that our friends at Kelt Corp are trying to hack into our R&D server, since we're both competing for a contract right now.
Big mistake on their part. Sounds like a job for Neon or Freestar Security. Kelt Corp must be desperate if they've resorted to illegal activity.
Hardly. This is the standard run-of-the-mill tactic we've come to expect from them. We can't allow them to win the contract, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers.
Consider it done. It's a bit trivial for me, but I suppose I could spare the time. I don't think I can do this. How do I gain access to their computers? What's on the data slate?
Think of it as a lesson that Kelt Corp gets to learn the hard way.
Alright. I'm not going to ask dumb things like how to get access to their computers. They seem to want me to be a go-getter on my own. Consider it done.
Remember, this is confidential. We can't have anyone at Kelt Corp getting suspicious. When all is said and done, it should be as if you were never there. Here's the data slate. Good luck.
So Kelt Corp, I think, was one we dealt with really early on. There was a girl there who was daughter of the CEO who wanted us to help out with a mining facility here on Neon. If I'm thinking of the correct place. But alright, let's get our way to Kelt Corp.
Your power like that was meant for humankind.
Hamsa kept pestering me about this damn missing...
Well, all signs pointing to the Astral Lounge. I suppose we should pay it a visit. Purely for exploratory. If Benjamin Bayou's ego was as combustible as he... I've heard that Benjamin Bayou has a private penthouse at the top of the tower. The view from up there must be breathtaking.
She's cut herself off like 3 times for different conversations. Kelt Corp. So...
Can't talk. I've got a deadline coming up.
yeah, I'm wondering how stealthy I need to be for this. Novice unlock? Alright. So that one there. No. Huh. So you could go there, and then you would go here? Okay. There we go. Shipping order status. Consolidated mining. Status in transit. Consolidated mining. Status pending. Six Sisters mining. Status processing. Let's upload the program. Auto run initiated. Uploading search files. Executing. Network located. Server access granted. Uploading exe file. Executing. Upload complete. Purging history. Purge complete. Five XP. Was... yeah, you that I talked to. Yep. And we'll go back down. Nice and easy. No blackmailing or causing problems, just uploading a strange virus onto their computer.
Keep it moving.
One odd thing about this is obviously whenever you're using this power, it's because you want to get somewhere fast. but when it's done with jumping you forward, it stops you running. So I hold down shift, which starts me running. I use the power, and I still have shift held down, but I'm no longer running, which is odd. So I have to let go of shift and re-push it down so that the character will run again. And I'm like, why wouldn't you just leave me running? Because clearly that's the purpose of that power, is I'm trying to get somewhere quickly. Alright. Hopefully these jobs will get more complicated and interesting.
There's always work to be done. Pace yourself.
That's what I was afraid of. Well, look who survived their first assignment. How'd it go? Anything to report?
Not at all. It went well. No incidents to report. You don't already know? I will ask.
A fair question. We may have plenty of eyes and ears out there, but I'm still going to need an answer.
It went well. No incidents to report.
Not a single setback. Huh. I knew you were going to be perfect for this job. If you recall, setbacks mean a lot of things for a lot of people. Payoffs, cover stories, cleanup crews. You get my drift. The cleaner your work, the more intact your payments stay. I'm sure you understand.
I get it. Clean work equals maximum payout. Don't worry, my work's as clean as it gets. You can't seriously expect me to be flawless in a job like this. That job was super easy and it'd be hard to screw up. If you want clean work, you never should have hired me. I get it. Clean work equals maximum payout.
Exactly. In the meantime, I'll make sure that slate is properly disposed of. So, now that we know you're capable of handling some light cyber mischief, let's try your hand at a little framing.
I'm ready for whatever's next. Framing. I don't recall arts and crafts being in my job description. Oh, don't be dumb. I always enjoy a good setup.
One of our subsidiaries, Arboron, is currently competing for a contract against Laredo. Now, the buyer likes to keep their associations clean, and will be sending a representative to Laredo in Aquila City for an evaluation. We just need you to visit their office first and accidentally leave behind some incriminating evidence against their company.
Okay. I'll make sure it gets done. Laredo's hands are going to look pretty dirty. If it means success for Ryujin, I'll do it. Where do I need to leave this evidence? What are the do's and don'ts on this assignment?
We want a clean and careful job. Obviously, we don't want any bad press at this point, or we could lose the deal. I don't want to hear any news about bounties or bodies coming out of Aquila City.
Where should I leave the evidence?
The inspection will be similar to an audit. These things are usually pretty thorough. Filing cabinets, desks. I trust you can be smart about it.
Okay. I'll make sure it gets done.
Good. This one should be easy to pull off. Laredo has their own building, unlike KeltCorp, so at least there's only a single layer of security to deal with. Here's the slate we need you to plant. It holds confidential files that'll cast the perfect negative light on our friends at Laredo. Now, get going.
Can I look at that slate? I didn't look at the previous one. Confidential files. I cannot. Shame. Alright, so we're going back to Aquila City. This way?
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
I think I got lost again.
What is it? I think I found
Supply chain disruptions in the Cheyenne system. Mr. Joe wants me
There we go. As stated, I'm directionally challenged. It's fine. I guess I don't need to go back to the lobby because we're heading to a different planet, so I can just go directly there. To the star map. Aquila City is in Cheyenne. Aquila City.
Not exactly New Atlantis, eh?
I think every time I've come to Aquila City, I've had Sam with me. So, it's good to bring someone different.
Sam has told me so many stories about Aquila City. I feel as though I've lived here all my life.
Yeah.
Good news. They're gonna let me finish.
Laredo.
There's not enough to do around here.
All right. So I need to get upstairs, apparently.
Keep everything on the level and we'll get along.
Personal protective equipment required beyond this point.
Might want to steer clear of the stretch. Lots of crime over there.
Good to know, I suppose. Oh dear. You don't see me. Again, novice security. Easy to do. Alright. So you'll go there. And you'll go there, probably. And you there, and you here. Another novice lock. Ooh, this one looks a little bit more complicated. You could go there, and then you here. Seems fine. Yeah, and then there and there. So let's go to my inventory. Put the confidential file in. While I'm here, let's check out the computer. Because I'm curious. Okay. You and you, since those are the only two that work in this outer ring. And you and you. Announcements. Reminder, security training. From Human Resources, this is a reminder to all employees that security training is mandatory and must be completed by the end of the month. Quarterly update. From leadership, as you should all be aware, our quarterly meeting is fast approaching. Attendance is not mandatory, but secure connections are required. We encourage anyone who wishes to join to contact IT to confirm their setup is secure. Press inquiries. We know the press has recently reached out to several members of our staff. Should you be contacted, please reach out to public relations representatives before responding in order to avoid any unforeseen repercussions. Just gonna quietly wander out of here. And close that door. Ooh, they've got... Is that a camera or a turret? Hopefully it wasn't watching me. Hey, nice store. I'm just gonna be leaving now. Alright, I assume now we go back to Neon. None of these jobs are particularly challenging, so I hope they give me some longer, more exciting jobs soon. Most of them, I think, have had, of these faction quests, have had a few simple jobs at the start before you get moving on to some bigger, more exciting task. So I'm not worried. But so far, there's been nothing that I've been overly worried about. Causing a big mess that would require gunfights and
Let's
being a big issue.
stay away from Ebside. The locals there don't exactly appreciate the tourists.
Sure.
I was hoping you'd show up soon. Is it done?
Of course. Everything's set. The deal should be ours. Cakewalk. They'll never see it coming. It's done, but hardly seems fair. Yeah. Cakewalk. They'll never see it coming.
Don't get too comfortable. Those who do usually don't last long in this field. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills.
Okay. I'm ready for whatever's next. I think I've more than proven myself by now. I'm always up for a challenge. Aren't I legally allowed some sort of break? I'm ready for whatever's next.
Nice to see I haven't worn you out yet. Your next assignment is to find the security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon. Either look the part and be persuasive, or be quick with your hands.
Let's get started. You're stifling my creativity. Any suggestions on getting the keycard? What do you need the keycard for?
We just need some easy access to competitor security.
Makes sense.
Sometimes obtaining a legitimate form of access is preferred over brute forcing it.
Any suggestions on getting the keycard?
A security chief isn't going to give the time of day to just anybody. A nice suit should do the trick. Or, who knows, some operatives are known to have a security guard uniform or two in their closet they can rely on. Just be careful. Getting caught could mean a mess, and cleanup isn't cheap.
Okay, then let's get started.
I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen, it's up to you to bail yourself out.
Okay, so I need to get some sort of outfit. Wear a suit or a security guard uniform, which is checked. So apparently what I'm wearing right now counts as a security guard uniform. I mean, I guess I would buy that. Let's see, mercenary spacesuit. I'm wondering what is giving me the security guard uniform benefit. I doubt it counts as a suit.
Make it quick. I have a deadline.
Nope, that's still the wrong way. This way. Damn learning. Where am I going to? Is it still here on Bully? Yes. Okay. I'm not expecting this to be overly challenging. My persuasion is pretty high. Can I raise my persuasion any higher, actually? If we go to social. Persuasion, I can, actually. 50% increased chance of success when persuading someone. Might as well. I'm now a master of persuasion, which I think is my highest rank. I don't think I've mastered anything else. Can't raise up my ballistics yet. Surveying, I can master, actually. To zoom further. Why not? Security, I still need to pick more locks. These are showing that... I haven't noticed the, like, shiny symbol, which I think is their way of letting you know that you can rank them up. Boost pack fuel regenerates more quickly. So I can boost more often. That sounds nice. Why not? One more perk to spend somewhere. I don't know. For the moment, I'll just keep going, but... Shouldn't be an issue. So who is this? Neon security. Oh. The font was difficult to read on those signs.
I used to be an actuary. Now look at me.
Don't even think about trying anything.
Of course not.
What are you doing in my neck of the woods? Your department needs something?
I need you to hand over your security key card. A huge favor to ask. I need to borrow your security key card.
I don't understand what the big
Need to... Huge favor. I mean, either way, this seems challenging.
I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not big on doing favors for people I don't know.
I tell you my reasons, but I have orders I can't disclose. I accidentally left mine at home. I'll be quick, I promise. Come on, just help a fellow security officer. Yeah, left mine at home. I'll be quick, I promise.
Lost or stolen security keycards should be reported immediately. You need to report to your supervising officer about that.
It's not lost. As I said, I left it at home. Let's talk this over. I'm sure we can come to an understanding.
I thought I made myself clear. I'm not giving you my card.
Only 4 pips. Nice. I'm not leaving until you give me what I want.
Oh my god, you're serious, aren't you?
I wouldn't be asking if it wasn't so important.
Maybe I can make an exception. Here's the card. Just make sure you give it back when you're done.
Of course. I'll be right back.
Just one quiet day. That too much to ask for?
Seems like the crews.
Yep. Not a challenging quest. Some of these places are just a little bit too big. And going back and forth, it's like, why is there not, some form of faster fast travel? Or a vehicle that can just get me around quicker? Because even running takes too long. And particularly running having a stamina limit, or I guess in this case an oxygen limit, is tedious.
Hey there. Got that key card for me?
Would I be here if I didn't? Here's the key card.
Now we're talking. Not bad for a novice. I think you're ready to kick things up a notch, and your timing couldn't be better.
Okay. I'm ready for anything. I hope this is a real challenge. My skills are languishing. I'm always ready to screw over the competition. I'm still questioning the legality of this job. I'm gonna say it. I hope this is a real challenge. My skills are languishing.
We'll soon find out, won't we? This next assignment requires a bit more discretion for 2 reasons. First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the Astra Lounge here in Neon.
Discretion and the trade tower in Neon don't exactly go hand in hand.
All I need are the details. Dealing with people in social space isn't really my thing. Astra Lounge sounds exciting. What's significant about the Astra Lounge? So I'll be in Benjamin Bayou's territory. We know about the Astra Lounge. We've been in there several times. I mean, Benjamin Bayou's territory?
Exactly. And since you seem to be familiar with him, you probably know how much we don't like to upset him.
Yes. Astra Lounge sounds exciting.
I thought that might spark interest. Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd and Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails.
Consider it done. Sounds like someone needs to be fired. Infinity Ltd and Quantum Synergies. What are these companies?
Infinity Ltd is one of our aspiring competitors. They have products in several similar fields, ships and neuroamps being the exception. Quantum Synergies specializes in ship operating software. We don't consider them a major competitor since their product line is so narrow. If the two are meeting to work out a contract, that tells us Infinity must be looking to get into the ship business. And we'd like to delay that, if we can.
Okay. Consider it done.
That's what we're hoping for. You'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director, Zola Adisa, and their Financial Manager, Arthur Cruz. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. I strongly suggest you read them for talking points.
Okay. Read the dossier so I say all the right things. Got it. I'll memorize every line. Reading, I'll be fine on my own. Can you give me a breakdown on Zola and Arthur's dossiers? No. Like, If someone has gone to the effort of writing up dossier on people for you, asking your boss to read it to you, or give you the breakdown so that you don't have to bother reading it, no. I'll read them, don't worry.
Exactly. Those lines are most likely to sway Zola and Arthur away from Infinity, not to mention give them a gentle nudge in our direction. The Infinity Ltd rep is Nina Hart. I'll also be giving you an altered version of her presentation to swap out with the original. We've changed several figures, just enough to cause sufficient confusion throughout their meeting.
Sounds like the meeting is going to be chaos. Swapping the presentation will make Infinity look incompetent. How did you manage to get the presentation in the first place? How do I get access to swap Nina's presentation?
If it's not on her person, it will be in the suite she has reserved. Suites are patrolled, so she'll believe it's secure. If you can't manage to get her room key or deal with the door itself, try Boone Morgan, the manager. Boone appreciates credits, if you know what I mean.
Okay. How did you manage to get the presentation in the first place?
We got lucky on that one. Nina was making some last-minute changes to it at her own home and happened to save it to her personal data storage. Of course, we were able to access it, so we fabricated our own with new figures and put it on an Infinity Ltd slate. Assuming she's using an Infinity Ltd slate is a bit of a gamble, but one we're willing to take.
Okay. Sounds like that meeting is going to be chaos.
Whenever executives are faced with numbers that don't properly match up, any faith they may have had will falter. Finally, I recommend dressing appropriately, so I've taken the liberty of having a suit made for you. We need absolute discretion on this one. I don't want any SSNN broadcasts about murder in the Astral Lounge. Got it?
Got it, I'm ready. The only news you'll be hearing is how that deal fails miserably. What if I'm not really into suits? Why do I need to dress appropriately?
Business executives aren't going to take advice from just anyone. Show up looking like an Ebbside street rat or mercenary for hire, and you're lucky if they'll even acknowledge you.
Okay. Got it, I'm ready.
I bet you are. Just remember to keep a low profile. Don't let the Astral Lounge distract you too much.
Alright. So... fitted business suit. Can I mark the things I wear as favorite? I have to actually put them on my favorite wheel. That's awkward. But sure. So we'll favorite that suit. I'm going to favorite all of these because I don't know. I'm assuming I can't wear all of my gear. So I'll have to take it all off. And I don't want to go through trying to figure out what my favorites were. Sure. And then that's what I'm wearing. So I think... yeah. Now I'm just dressed up in the suit. Oh, right. And I need to read the notes that they gave me. Dossiers. Arthur Cruz and Zola Adisa. Notable relationships for Arthur. None, self-made man, personality, charismatic and friendly, enjoys talking to people, a stickler for facts and details, driven by credits and how to increase his accounts. Financial security is everything. Talking points. Infinity profits are fabricated. One audit would ruin them. Ryujin's profits are 25.7% higher and produce a higher quality product. Infinity's marketing and legal teams don't compare to Ryujin's. Ryujin Industry provides financial security. And Zola. Notable relationships: Dalia Adisa, mother, retired CFO, Inception Technologies. Imani Adisa, sister, public relations of Centauri Mills. Personality: narcissist, obsessed with public perception. Appreciation for professionalism in manner and appearances. Drawn towards innovation, enjoys being part of something new. Quality is key. Strong dislike to be associated with anything less. Talking points. Infinity Ltd is the cheap version of Ryujin Industries. Infinity is a follower, not a leader, when it comes to innovation. Infinity lacks clear vision with constant reorganization. Praise quantum synergies if the opportunity is presented. I will try and remember all that, but we shall see. Hopefully I talk to them one at a time and I can re-go over their dossiers as I approach them. But if they're just both there and I have to remember who was who so I say the right points to each individual, it's gonna be bad. Alright. Let's stop running.
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake.
Well, I guess first I can look into replacing the key card, or not the presentation. We look here. Influence Arthur against Infinity versus influence Zola. So where's the replacing the presentation? I don't know. Well, he's apparent. Well, whoever this is. No, no, no. Put the gun away. This is Zola. So let's reread Zola's to make sure I've got the right one in my mind. Dossier for Zola. Dahlia and Imani are family. Narcissist. Professionalism drawn towards innovation, quality. Yeah, keep focusing, I think, based on a lot of these, is that quality and innovation is the focus of Ryujin being the better choice. Praise quantum synergies.
Hi, having fun?
Someone came dressed to impress. Here on business, or just out to escape?
A little bit of both. Business, of course. A little bit of both.
Same here. Nothing like a business trip paid in full, especially when there's good downtime.
You must have business with Ryujin. Someone sure ought to impress you if you're here at the Astral Lounge. Who do you work for? You must have business with Ryujin.
Ryujin Industries. A good guess since we are here in Neon, but no. Infinity Ltd.
Persuade. A deal with Infinity Ltd? That sounds risky. Does bringing you out to a fancy setting like this really work in Infinity's favor? I'll do the persuade. Deal with Infinity Ltd? That sounds risky.
Risky, you say? By all means, enlighten me.
There it is. I get a blue option, presumably because I read the dossier. So that's convenient that they give me just extra freebies. Infinity Ltd is the cheap version of Ryujin Industries. Infinity Ltd cuts corners and still can't match Ryujin's profits. Infinity Ltd isn't a strong brand. I figured you'd be more into quality. Infinity Ltd is the cheap version of Ryujin Industries.
Cheap is a word quantum synergy should never be associated with. I believed our team had thoroughly researched Infinity, but your comment gives me pause.
Infinity lacks clear vision with constant reorganization.
Their instability was cited as a pain point, but one we could deal with as long as we maintained control of all joint projects. However, upheaval always comes with its own series of issues, delays, morale, public perception, and Drexler has yet to prove he can provide the consistency that I would prefer. Perhaps it really is more than I'm willing to undertake. A surprising conversation, and one I would never expect from someone such as yourself. I suppose the old saying, never judge a book by its cover, is appropriate here. It seems I have quite a bit to reconsider now. So it looks like the pleasure aspect of my trip needs to be postponed. Thank you for the insight.
Of course. Well, if that's how this goes, then I should be set. Man, these outfits are still terrible. And yeah, still no quest to plant the new presentation. I don't think I need to read it because it will probably just give me the prompts I need, but I'm going to read it anyway. Arthur Cruz, charismatic, stickler for facts. Ryujin's profits are better. Yeah, he cares about money. And Ryujin is the more financially stable.
All these years, and Bayu hasn't let this place slip a single notch. The man knows how to run a business.
You look like quite the businessman yourself. Astro Lounge never fails to impress. Speaking of business, I'd like to talk to you. Astro Lounge never fails to impress.
Ain't that the truth? And especially so for business meetings. You want to impress a client? The Astro Lounge is the place to do it. Tell me, you don't happen to work for Infinity Ltd, do you?
Persuade. No, I'd hate for anyone to think so. Can't say I do. If I wanted to work in tech, I'd choose Ryujin. I'm going the persuade route.
Got something against Infinity, I take it. I'd love to hear your reasons why.
Infinity profits are fabricated. One audit would ruin them.
That's an awfully big claim to make. You'd have to have some inside details on their operation. However, it does match some of my own research that I've been conducting into their finances.
If you compare Ryujin's profits are 25.7% higher, quality included.
Aren't you the resourceful one? That number tracks with the insider details I've been getting. Interesting. Look, it was nice meeting you, and I quite enjoyed our little talk. But it sounds like I need to take another look at some data before I head into this presentation of theirs. See you around, and maybe next time I'll be doing business with you.
Yeah. So let's switch the presentation now. You don't see me.
Get out of my face. If you want to gawk at something, take it to the Astro Lounge.
In here? All right. What do we got? So we go with that one there, and then you? Yeah. That leaves these two. For here and here. Yep.
Where did you learn to pick? You know what, on second thought, I don't want to know.
Nina's presentation. It's now swapped. Oh, let's close the door. Not make it as obvious that someone was in there. Okay. Head on back. Again, it was a longer job, but still not really challenging. Although, now I can put on all of my gear. Assuming that worked. Yeah, there we go, that's me.
Not sure if those Varun zealots do this.
So we run all the way across this station to get to Ryujin again. Slowly run out of oxygen. Alright, fine, I will stop running. Do operations. It'd be fun if I was able to stick around and watch their business meeting spectacularly fail. But it's fine.
I hope you have some good news for me.
Of course.
Well, that wasn't too bad, was it?
Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Socializing really isn't my thing. I hope it worked. Piece of cake.
You're a natural. I'm not just saying that because I hired you. The Astral Lounge can be overwhelming for some, with all its bells and whistles. Tie that in with manipulating people who are the equivalent of their boss's boss, most junior-level ops would start to show their cracks. Overall, not bad for your first high-profile assignment. You even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon was more than happy to give.
That's exceptionally kind of you, Imogene.
Thanks for the bonus. I'll put the credits to good use. Who's Lyndon? Our bonus is common.
Only as common as the flawless assignments you pull off. No one wants to clean up a mess. It takes a toll on several departments, which is why we like to promote a clean assignment.
Who's Lyndon?
Don't tell me you forgot already.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Financial guru? They're brilliant with numbers. Also, if you ever want an honest opinion about anything, just ask them. They're honest to a fault, and often give their opinion on something whether you want it or not.
Alright, well thank you for the bonus.
It's well deserved. Just keep making me look good, and there'll be more where that came from. But no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming, so I hope you're still good to go. At least this next one will be a break from all the chatter.
I'm gonna hold off. So, we've been going for 4 hours, which is my usual playtime. So, I think here's where I'll cut it. And we will continue with Ryujin next time to see where this storyline goes. I think at this point it's going to finally start moving forward. Hopefully. I guess we'll see. But anyway, it's been fun. Hope you all had a good time watching, and we'll be here next week as we play a bit further.